Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney. So today I'm going to be doing an ateez binder flip through. I'm kind of doing all of my collections right now. So I've done all of my girl groups. Now I'm going to do my boy groups. I guess I'm going to do it alphabetically and start with ateez. So I have two binders for ateez. So this one is everything but like fan sign and POV cards. This binder is literally just for fan sign and POV cards. You'll see why I had to do this. I guess I'll start with the fan sign and POV cards. Actually no, I'll do this second. That makes sense. So we'll start with the everything else binder actually. So on the front here I have Hyejun, so I collect Hyejun and Songhwa. I also collect Wooyoung for a few things. Songhwa is my bias, and then Hyejun's like my number 2. So let's go ahead and get started. So for album, like normal Korean album photo cards, I collect Hyejun, Songhwa, Wooyoung. I have these laid out the way I lay out every binder basically, where I'll do leader first and then in age order after that. So these are the first 3 albums, so EP 1, 2, and 3. And 3 at Fen. This was the first anniversary album, and then this is Action to Answer, is that the name of it? Whatever, the album that Answer was on. And then this is Favorite Part 1. This is when they started doing multiple photo cards per member per version, aka the beginning of the end. These were so stupid. These were like AR cards. These were in the diary version for Favorite Part 1. And then we have Favorite Part 2. So this is the true beginning of the end, because this is when we started getting regular and then limited, I think. Yeah. So the 2 regular and then the limited cards here. The limited cards are like the bane of my existence, honestly. I hate them because I run so many group orders, so I end up with so many albums, and you like cannot sell the limited cards. Like no one wants them because there's only 1 per member per version, so it's so much easier to get them, whereas the normal photo cards there's 2, so you kind of have to buy those, whereas these you can trade for a lot easier. So that's a version. This is diary version. I hated the photo cards. Like, what is this? Why do these look the exact same? Z version. And then we get to their collab album, the season songs. And then this is Favorite Part 3. Again, the 2 normal versions, and then the diary, or the 2 normal versions, and then the limited version here. This is A version. This is diary version. And Z version. So for ateez on the backs, you can put them all together. Like if you get OT8, you can put them all together and it makes like an image. And then this is Favorite Epilogue. So again, 2 normal and then the limited. That's A version, diary version, and then Z version. And these are all of the group cards. So these are the ones that came with EP1 through EPFIN, and then these are the 2 group MMT cards for EPFIN. And then these are the like random like map and message cards that they had up until Action to Answer. And in this section is Japanese cards. So I collect Songhwa for Japanese cards. So these are the 2 Japan version EPFIN, and then we have Shift the Map. Yes, so Shift the Map and then Map to Answer. And then this is Into the A to Z. And then for Dreamers, I collected Hyejun, Songhwa, and Wooyoung because the number of cards, it would fill up a 9-pocket page nicely, so that's what I did. So I think this is the 18E version down here. I can't remember if these were specific to versions or not. But yeah, so that's that. And then these are the items from hell. Oh my god. So these are the Japanese lottery photo cards. I hate these. They're so fucking annoying to collect, especially Dreamers era and Fever Part 3 were just like a fucking nightmare. So anyway, these are from Tower Records. You get these typically if you spend a certain amount of money. It's typically like $75. It's anywhere from like $50 to like $80, I think. That's kind of the range it runs from. So this one is from Epiphan, obviously. This one was from a like Shibuya 109 event. These were from Into the A to Z. These were from Dreamers. There were so many for Dreamers. One of these, I don't even think I knew one of these existed until one of my friends on Instagram told me that there were actually two of these. I thought there's only one because the fucking photo is so similar that I didn't realize, like when I was scrolling through Mercari Japan, that there were actually two. So that's that. And then these are, so that's also Dreamers there. These ones are from Fever Part 3. Fever Part 3 was like the worst because they had a few that were nationwide. I think this one and this one, these two were the ones that were across all of Japan. The rest of them were like city specific. I think this one was the one in Tokyo, like in the Shibuya Tower Record store. But some of these were like specific to where you could only get them in like Nagoya or I'm trying to think, like Kyoto or Osaka or wherever. So they were like, these two in specific were very difficult because I think one was like Nagasaki and one was, I can't remember, but they weren't, you know, like super large cities. So it was just really obnoxious to try and find them. They were really expensive. So yeah, so I hate these, but I have them finished now, so I just have to keep up, which I'm hoping to God they never do anything like this again, where they have 7 for one album and they have city specific ones. Because when they're nationwide, that's not that bad. They're not that expensive. They can typically be anywhere from like $15, $20 all the way up to like $35 typically. But for the city specific ones, they were way more expensive. I also did collect Hongjun for some of these as well. So for Dreamers, I collected all of his. I didn't get his second clear card. And then I'm also missing 2 of his cards from Fever Part 3. I'm missing his Shift the Map one, as well as the equivalent to this one, I think. So he's there. These are just some random other Japanese things. So for this, I have Hongjun and I also have Songhwa. This is a cafe, like the ateez cafe sticker. I think this is from HMV, like an HMV clear card. This was some Dreamers event prize. Same with this. And then this, well, maybe this was HMV. This is a sticker. I can't remember the different stores off the top of my head anymore. It's been a minute. But they're mirrored, so these are the same thing, these are the same thing, these are the same thing, and these are the same thing. And then I also have Songhwa's like photo, like Japanese photo sets and bromides. So I have these in chronological order. For his Tower Record, like benefits, so these are 2 of them. I'm still missing his one from EP1. So I'm just kind of waiting to see that one pop up on Mercari Japan, but I think it's pretty rare, so I might be waiting for quite a while. So a lot of the times these are either from Tower Records or they're from Family Mart, where they go and they print them off. And I started collecting Hongjuns as well during Dreamers era, because that was like the current era that I started collecting these items during. I guess I didn't mention this, but I've been in ATE basically since Kingdom last year, so almost a year now. Yeah, and I started collecting pretty soon after I started standing. Obviously, I've been aware of ateez basically since they debuted. And I listened to Say My Name quite a lot, even before I was a fan, but I never really got into them until Kingdom. And I had a few friends as well start getting into ateez and like, you know, so it just kind of went from there. And then these are some coasters from an ice cream event that they did during Dreamers era. And then these are some group photos, again, from an event they did during Dreamers era. And these are the Tower Records flyers. I always like when groups do these. This was a CD Japan benefit. It was like a clear mini poster thing. These are some different bromides and Tower Records event things. So this was for Shift the Map to Answer, I don't remember, whatever. And then this was for the first anniversary, I believe, of Epfin, the Epfin first anniversary edition album. This was from, I don't remember, I think the Fellowship Tour, maybe, I don't remember what that was from. This is the changing jacket for Shift the Map for Songhwa. And then these are the Tower Records like square postcard thingies. I hate when they do like these square inclusions like that because they're really hard to find a place for. Next up we have broadcast cards. I have a few empty spaces for cards that I'm still waiting on to get to me. So I collect Hongjin and Songhwa for these. We start with EP1 and then we go our way down. For EP1 and EP2 they're double-sided, so for most of them I have Songhwa facing out, but for this one I actually really like this Hongjin photo. So I have Songhwa on the back there, and then Hongjun's on the back of the other ones. So that's a good thing about me collecting Songhwa and Hongjun, is for EP1 and EP2 I don't have to get 2 photo cards for most of them. I just have to get 1, and I get both of them. So that's a bonus for me. But yeah, that's these. These are EP3 here. I'm still waiting on one of Hongjun's to arrive, and I'm also waiting on one of my EP2 cards to arrive as well. For Songhwa, I'm waiting on one of his to arrive, which I actually don't think I put a space for, so that's awkward. So I'll have to redo my layout here. And then we have, so this is Songhwa EP3, and then we have Epfin. I'm waiting on one of Hongjun's to arrive, and then we have Songhwa, and then this is Moon River. So I put these separately from normal EP-Fin, because this was from the, what am I trying to say? The fan meeting, God. And then we get to Fever Part 1. So I only have one of Hongjun's. I'm not gonna get the rest of them because he has those like god-awful braids and I don't really like them. So I only have this one that's the only one I'm gonna get. For Songhwa, I have all of his. This is like one of my favorites. This one I had to purchase twice because the first time I bought it, it got lost in the mail, which was really fucking annoying. It shipped from Hong Kong and I had it sent tracked, and it got all the way to Chicago, and then it got like nothing after that. Chicago is like a fucking black hole of a USPS location. I hate that place. Because it's not the first time it's happened to me. I one time had ITZY albums. Like I had multiple, like 2 ITZY albums in a box get lost in Chicago somehow. So then we get to Fever Part 2. Again, for this one I only have one of Hongjun's. I don't like the other 2 that much. Same thing for Songhwa. I only have this one because I don't really like the other 2. I do have Songhwa's Songhwa and Yeosang duo card from Fever Part 2. And then we get to the streaming events for Fever Part 3. So we have these 2, the Hongjun one and the Songhwa one. I actually won the streaming event during this era. So I got the Songhwa and San one and the Mingi and Jongho one like for free, which was a relief. The Mingi and Jongho one I ended up selling to my friend, so I bought the remaining 3 that I needed. But yeah, and then these are the Fever Part 3 broadcast cards. So we have the Deja Vu ones, the 18 version, and then the Eternal Sunshine ones. So for these, for Fever Part 2, Fever Part 3, and also Epilogue, the way you win these, since they're not doing actual broadcast like recordings with fans, is they have a like a guessing game basically, where you guess the ending fairy for each broadcast, and each time you guess right, you basically get entered to win for each day that you guessed right. So yeah, I've never won even though I enter every single time. But I'm not very good at picking it, but it's pretty hard to win because one of my friends, Lizette, I think she got it right like 4 or 5 times in Fever Part 3 era, and she didn't win like any of them. So I think it's pretty difficult to win, but anyway. So again, we have Songhwa's Deja Vu 18E version and Eternal Sunshine version. This is the Mama broadcast card, so for people who went to the Mama recording. I have Hongjoon on the way as well. His was quite difficult to find for no real reason. So his is on the way as well. This is from a streaming event for Fever Epilogue. I didn't win this one, and I was actually like really mad about it. Like, not to get like entitled, but I was up streaming. I had like so many entries because I was entering every hour except the like 8 hours that I was asleep every day for like 2 or 3 days. So the fact I didn't win, and I was running all 5 of the like apps. So the way this works is they do an event on Twitter, and every hour you submit screenshots of you streaming, and they have 5 different apps you can stream from. So it's Melon, Flow, Genie, Bugs, and what's the 5th one? Vibe, I think. Yeah, so I literally had all 5 of them. So I was streaming and getting credit for 5 an hour for every hour except the 8 hours that I was sleeping every day. And I didn't win. It was very bizarre. I looked at the winners list, and I think there was only like 2 or 3 foreigners who won this. Whereas for Fever Part 3, when I won that one, I think there was 8 winners. So I don't know. I don't know what KQ does with that, but I think it's kind of bullshit, to be quite honest. But anyway, whatever. This is the broadcast card for Fever Epilogue. There's 2 other ones that I would like to get one of the other ones, the green border one, but it's not super high priority for me right now. And then I don't know if I have any of Hongjoon's on the way for this. I might have one of his maybe. But yeah, so that's that. I have a page ready to go for when I get my remaining cards. And then these are the answer broadcast cards. They did these as a big postcard size for some reason. So these are the only ones that are this size. Okay, and then we get to like everything else basically. So these are from the Lightstick case. You got an OT8 set. These are from KCON Japan. This is the perfume card from the Fellowship tour. This is from the Fellowship DVD. This is from the name tag merch. This is from the bracelet merch, I think. And this is from the Cromer. I ran a group order for this and it was terrible. Like the sorting is so bad. They'll send you 20 of something and you'll get 17 of one member, and it's insane. Like KQ is like the worst. That's what happened with the fucking binders. I had to trade for Songhwa, I think, because I pulled Hongjoon and Wooyoung, but I think I only pulled like one of Wooyoung, so I think I ended up having to buy his, and I traded San for Songhwa. And then this is the projection keyring photo card. And then this is Season's Greetings. So this is Season's Greetings 2021. These are the 2 ID cards from Season's Greetings 2021, and this is the one from 2020. And these are the 2022 Season's Greetings photo cards. I got Songhwa in the group order that I joined, so that was a huge win because I think this card is really expensive because everyone wants it. And then we have kind of like a random page. So this is stuff where I just put, like, because I get Hongjoon and Songhwa for quite a few things just by themselves. So I'll continue to fill this up like as I get more cards. So we have the Universe event that they did for Fever Part 3. The winner photo cards for that. We have the Perrier photo cards, and then this is the shit, what is the name of it? What am I trying to say? I can't remember the name right now. It's like escaping me. Treasure Cafe. Treasure Cafe card. I have Hongjoon's secured as well. I'm waiting for that to come in from someone, from a seller. And then this is more just kind of like random shit. So these are some sticker sets. This is Songhwa's sparkling photo card. These are some random Japan benefits. This is from the anniversary, the second anniversary concert, the postcards. These are the photo cards from the photo card set for that. This is from, I don't remember what the fuck this is from. This summer merch, I think, maybe. Yeah, I got Hyejun and then Seonghwa. And again, this is the postcard book. This is from the XR show, the photo card pack that they did. These are from the XR show, and then this is from the fellowship tour itself. Sorry, my dog's hair gets like literally in the pages. I don't know how it happens because I have my binders on like on a shelf, but her hair is like magnetic. This is from the fellowship, the end soundcheck package. So you got a full set of OT8, and then you got one random signed lanyard. So I got Seonghwa. I pulled him. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I went to that in Chicago. So you got a sound check, we got a photo, and we got the lanyard, and we got the photo card set. So definitely worth it in my opinion. And then this is the Sub-K merch from Fever Part 2. Then these are the Polaroids. You got one of these for every item you purchased, I think. And then this is from the Fever Part 3 Sub-K merch. So they did a photo card set, so that was Deja Vu and then Eternal Sunshine. And then they did a Polaroid set. This is the birthday merchandise page that I'm doing. So I'm collecting one of each member, and I want to get both of Seonghwa's. So currently I have all of the ones that have been mailed out so far. Just Yuno's going to go here, and then both of Seonghwa's are going to go right here. But yeah, so far I have all of the ones with the writing on the back, so I'm hoping to get Yuno's one with the writing on the back. So yeah. And then Seonghwa, obviously I want to get both of them, so it won't matter. And then this is Seonghwa's set from, what was the name of that book? I don't remember the name of the book, but I ran a group order for it. I didn't actually pull that many Seonghwa cards. I think I still ended up having to trade a few. But yeah. I would get Hyejun for that as well, but the cards are quite expensive, and I'm just kind of like not feeling that. These are from the second generation ateez kit, which I joined that, and I got the kit and everything. So that, we got 3 sets of these Polaroids. This is like my favorite card of all time. I love this card so much. We also got these like photos and photo sets. So I did it to where I put the 2 members, and then I put their individual photos here as well. And these are the group photos. And this was the renewal benefit if you renewed from first generation to second generation. I actually bought this, actually, was this the one? No, this was the one from first generation to second generation. So I actually bought this online. And then this was from Season's Greetings. Yeah. So that's what that was from. So that's it for this binder. I will now do the second binder. Okay, so for this binder we have Seonghwa on the cover. This is going to be all of my fan sign and POV cards. So we start off with MMT cards for EP3 and EP-Fin. For the MMT cards, I collect Hyejun, Seonghwa, and Wooyoung. At least for the older MMTs, they've stopped kind of doing them this way. But for the older MMTs, I do collect all 3. And this is from the first anniversary edition album. I did postcards instead. This is from Fever Part 1. And then these are all the other fan sign cards for Fever Part 1. So I don't remember all of the stores for these. And then these are Seonghwa's. And I did OT8 for Beat Road because I ended up with 10 cards. So this is 9 plus that would have been 10. So I did OT8 for Beat Road. And then we get to favorite part 2. So those are the MMT cards, and then these are all of the like non-MMT cards. This was the beginning of the end, to be honest, in terms of the insanity that we now have. Because it just kept going. It ends here, so it's almost 3 full pages worth. These are the 2 season songs POBs. I didn't really have anywhere else to put them. So I just put them here with Fever Part 2. And then we get to Songhwa's equivalents. So Songhwa ends earlier because he only has 2. I think this was MK Media. Hongjun had 3 for that for some reason. I don't really know why. But Songhwa only has 2, so there's 1 favorite card. So that's why he has this blank space here. But again, these are the season songs POBs. And then these are some full group sets. I ran a group order from Makestar. So I kept the full set. This is ES24, maybe? I don't really remember, honestly. This is Wonderwall. I ran a group order for this one as well. So this came with a full, like, OT7 set. It was a very strange, it was the first time they ever did Wonderwall, and it was a very strange experience. And then I ran a group order for this as well. This was the final Wonderwall event, like the final fan sign event, I think, for Fever Part 2. This is the one where Mingy came back. And then this was the winner set for that event. So because I won the event, I got the winner set, obviously, and then it also came with these postcards for Mingy. Because he was not, there was like a book, like a making book type thing that came as one of the winner's prizes. And because Mingy wasn't in there, they gave us these postcards. This is something from the Japan shop. So the photos in these are the exact same, but one of them has a little message and then one doesn't. So I got both of them because I'm insane. And then Fever Part 3 is when they stopped doing the MMT cards like they had been doing. So it just starts off with Hongjun's cards. So I'm still missing 1 set for Fever Part 3. But yeah, this is insane. So the card I'm missing would go here. And then it goes on to this page. So it ends at 1, 2, 3, 4. It ends at like 4.5 pages. So that's where we're at now. So that's like what, 35, 40, something like that. Fan signs. These here are the sub-K pre-order benefits for the merch that I showed a little bit earlier. I didn't like the way they looked with the merch items itself, so I just put them here. And then this is Songhwa's equivalents. I'm missing the same Songhwa card that goes here. Yeah, so I have quite a few OT8 sets as well. Some of these are from group orders that I ran. Other ones I had to claim OT8 in order to get Songhwa because he's like the most popular member, so it's quite difficult to claim him in group orders. So I had started having to get a lot more OT8 sets starting this era. In Fever Epilogue, you'll see where I have like 50 OT8 sets just because of the way it worked out. This is the Makestar winners set. I always try and run group orders if there's a winners set. This is the Wonderwall one. This is the Wonderwall winner set. I actually really like this set. I think it's super cute. This is Makestar like 4. I think this might be an Apple Music set. This is K-pop Store, like the 3rd or 4th round one. This Songhwa card I think is really popular. This is from Soundwave. I did an event. And then there was like a coaster thing that I got Songwa for. This is the Who's Fan Cafe. So I got Hongjoon Songwa in the group. I actually got a really good deal on these, thank God. This is the beginning of the Fever epilogue. So for this, I don't actually have that many pages of like individual member claims because I ended up getting like so many OT8 sets. But yeah, this is what I have so far. I'm still missing one of Hongjoon's lucky draws. This is the winner set for Make Star 4, I think. So Songwa. I'm still missing quite a few for Fever epilogue. I'm waiting on this one border manager for most of it. And then here you can see I have a lot of OT8 sets. So this is, I forget what store. Same with this, I don't really remember. This might be a Wonderwall one, maybe. I think this one's definitely a Wonderwall one. I don't remember what that one is. But yeah, this is when I started having to just get OT8 sets for everything. That might be Make Star 1. Maybe this is Make Star 2. Yeah. This one I ran a group order for. This is the winner set for Make Star 2. So Jongho signed, that's the member that I applied for. Jongho signed the card here. This is Make Star 3. This is the Make Star 3 winner set. Make Star 4. Yeah, Make Star 4. There was like an online and an offline for Make Star 4. So I call one 4 and one 5. This might be the offline one and this might be the online one. So that's the offline online one. This is Make Star 5, 6, I don't know. I've lost count now. But that's that one. This was the winner set for this one. This is the LA package for Make Star. The travel package. This was the Polaroid that I got for winning for Songwa. These are the Tower Records little mini postcards that they did. So I got those, and then this is the sticker sheet that came with these Japan shop stickers, these ones. And that's it. That's ateez for you. So I will film BTS TXT Shiny 17. So those will be my next videos. And I will see you guys later. Bye.